I thought I'd come on and do a how to measure yourself video. When I mentioned it in my stories before, loads of you were really interested in us doing a little guide to show you where to take your measurements and how to take them properly. So here we are. You're going to need one of these. It's one of the soft measuring tapes. You can pick them up literally anywhere. The only ones that you don't want is the like hard constructions like builder's tapes. They are not going to work. So you want to get one of these ones. There's 4 measurements that you need to take. Full bust, taken around the fullest part of your bust, and then underband, waist and hips. So if you're doing them by yourself, it's pretty simple, to be honest. Start with your full bust. You want to be wearing like a soft bralette or a crop if you have a bigger bust, just because it helps keep them in place and it's easier to take the measurement. So you want to wrap the tape around the back like this, and you want to make sure there's no twists in it at all. And then come around the front, and you just want to place it around the fullest part. Now, it's not tight, but it's quite snug, if you can see. So it's not digging in, but it's not loose anywhere. So that's your full bust. And then your underband is taken just under your breasts, so where your bra band usually sits. So right under there. And it's the same. You want to take it from all the way around the back, all the way around the front, and try it and keep it level the whole way around. And then after that, if you're measuring bottoms or a if you're ordering bottoms or a swimsuit, you're going to need to take your waist and hip measurements as well. So the waist is taken at your natural waist. A lot of people think your waist measurement needs to be taken where your belly button is, but for most people, that's not the right position. My natural waist is a couple of inches above my belly button. It's where your body naturally goes in there. So you put the measuring tape around the back again, and if you're struggling to know where your natural waist is, you can do this little trick where you place the tape around you, and then you sort of give a little shuffle from side to side, and it just guides the tape into the curves there. So it's level all the way around. And again, it's snug, but it's not digging in and it's not loose. And then the last one is your full hips. So you want to take them around the fullest part of your hips and bum. So for me, it's here where my bum sort of sticks out a bit there, and it's getting in all of my belly, and you just take it around there. It's sort of like a couple of inches below where your belly button is and a couple of inches above your pubic bone. And again, you don't want to put it too tight and you don't want it too loose. And that's it. So full bust, under bust, waist and hip. So that's how you want to take it if you're doing them alone. But if you're lucky enough to have a friend with you, a partner, a mate, a mum, a sister, whatever, anyone there that can help you take the measurements, it can be a little bit easier sometimes to have someone helping you if you're not really sure how to do it, because they can see the whole way around, which it can be difficult to do when you're doing it for yourself. So my assistant, Mum,
hi.
I'm going to show you how to take measurements on someone else as well. So it's the same measurements, full bust, under bust, waist and hip again. So the person you're measuring, you've got to stand with your arms out, and then you want to go all the way around the back for the full bust. Come around the front and make sure that you're getting the fullest part of the bust in. So turn to the side a bit more. So right across the fullest part of the bust there, keeping the tape nice and straight around the back and the front. And then for under bust, you just want to wiggle it down a little bit, go all the way around the back, around the rib cage there, where your bra band usually sits. And then waist. Now, it's easy for me to see, I can see, stand to the front, I can see where Mum's waist goes in there. So all the way around the back and the front, and again you can see it's above the belly button there. And then full hip. right around the fullest part of the hip, turn to the side, the belly and the bum. And then that's it. That's how you take the measurements. It's actually pretty simple. I know a lot of people struggle and they're not sure where to take them or how to take them or if they're taking them right. Full bust is generally the one that people struggle with. They're not sure if they've taken it in the right place. So my number one tip is definitely to, if you're not sure or if you have a bigger bust or you know your bust isn't that perky, mine is not, then stick a little bralette on, just because it helps sort of like lift your breasts and put them in the right place, and whilst you're moving around and measuring, they're not going to go all over the place and they're going to stay there and they're going to make it easier for you to measure. And also, we've created a little know your body, how to take your measurements, little worksheet here. We're going to have this as a download in our newsletter, so you can sign up for this and download it, and it's got lots of hints and tips on there about where to take your measurements and how to take them. And it's got a little space at the bottom there where you can keep a track of your own measurements and write them down as you're going along. So I hope that's been helpful. If you need any more advice, then just send me a message and get in touch, and I'll do my best to help.